am in the midst of heading towards Walt Disney World, and right here is, the gateway to my favorite place in the whole wide world.
What are you doing tonight? Oh,
Hi there, my name's Dan of Duzie, and I am at my favorite place on earth, Walt Disney World. When I was 5 years old, the year was 1968, I was on this property looking at a model that they were going to build something called Walt Disney World. About 3 years later, I was able to come for the first time, and I'm coming today to Walt Disney World to rediscover imagination. So join me as I spend a day looking back, remembering, and moving forward into my imagination. I'm on Main Street, USA at Walt Disney World, and the music, the nostalgia, even the places I remember, that used to be the magic shop over there, and this used to be the Penny Arcade, and it's just a great way of coming back. And there in the back, there's the castle. Oh, so many great memories as I launch today looking at what is imagination, especially where is it in my life. So I'm standing in front of the rope, which opens up into Tomorrowland. Now, the first thing I do all the time when I go to Disney World is I go to Space Mountain first. Now, at the moment, there's this many people waiting for the rope to come down. But I know a secret way, and so I'm going to try to be the first one on. But we'll see. I've done it several times, but we will see if that's possible today. Well, I did it. I was in the very first car on Space Mountain. Amazing. I think a little darker than it used to be, but I'm the first one out as well. So my imagination is going so well. I'm not sure what I should do next. We'll figure that out. My favorite place is the Haunted Mansion. Oh, I love this place. It doesn't really scare me anymore, but it's great.
Host. Our tour begins here in this gallery.
So I'm now in the small world. It's interesting after traveling all over the world to see this and to see the beauty. I found one thing so far about imagination. There's a little child that was in front of me waiting to come into the small world. She's about 3 years old, from Belgium. The family didn't speak really too much English at all, but she was singing It's a Small World. Very interesting. Her parents were a little bit sick, but they were here because they wanted her to experience the magic of a small world. To me, that's wonder. To me, this brings out imagination. Well, here I am in the Hall of Presidents. I go way back in time and remember coming here the first time. I'm so impressed by the words spoken by Abraham Lincoln. And I know that Abraham Lincoln was one of Walt Disney's heroes, and Walt Disney was one of my heroes because he was a man that not only believed in imagination, he lived it. And I'm standing in a place that is a legacy of imagination. One of my favorite attractions, the last couple times I've come, it hasn't been open. And what I love about this when it comes to imagination is Walt Disney would imagine, what if there was a place that we could talk to the presidents again? What if there's a place that all the presidents could gather and give us their wisdom? What if we could meet them? And so imagination in this place is based on the whole fact of what if? What if? So now I'm at the Pirates of the Caribbean, and I just heard this grandfather say to his two granddaughters, who were older teenagers, I first stood here when I was 12 years old. And I thought to myself, what makes a grandfather say something like that? What causes someone to have those kind of memories and wanting a grandchild to have the same. I think it's something about imagination. Something was learned here or experienced here that makes you want to return to it. Imagination's that way. You can visit Disney with a ticket, or you can visit every day in your brain. Imagination, it's a wonderful thing. I'm at the Country Bear Jamboree, and I don't know why I like this so much. It's having maybe all the bears talk. I love entertainment, and I love the music. It's just so goofy, and yet still it's something that I'm always drawn back to. I got to get to see the bears. The bears perform, the bears sing. So I'm going in now. I don't know what I'm going to find about imagination, but maybe I'll find it. Well, here I am. I'm in front of the carousel, which I've spent many good times on. But I just came out of the PhilharMagic, and it's the music of Disney. It was a lot of fun. The cool thing is I was going in, there was somebody next to me in line that I grew up with. The D'Arcy's, John D'Arcy was right there, and we sat together and we talked. We had a great time. Imagination in a place like this. Imagine on a day this place is packed, sitting down and having a 20-minute show with a friend. It was really cool. It was great. More for imagination to come. I've just enjoyed the show at the Tiki Room. Imagine birds talking to you, and flowers singing to you, and drums drumming, and toad poles totem, and oh, incredible. And in the middle of it, there's a terrible storm and rain, and you're captured in it because of imagination. Beautiful. So I spent the day at Disney and focused a lot on imagination. It's amazing how many people are here, and just the age groups and the nationalities. There is something about coming to a place of magic where maybe anything is possible. I'm just reminded that in Hebrews it says, without faith, it's impossible to please God. And that word faith also has the connotation of imagination. Without imagination, it's impossible to please God. I believe without imagination, it's also impossible to live life. Walt Disney was one of these people that inspired me to live every day with an imagination. Imagination is not wrong. Here, it's a bit expensive. But we need to be people who are living life and using our imagination. And when you say imagination and creativity, they just go hand in hand. But this year for Susie and I, it's courageous imagination. What does that look like? I think for us, it's bigger than a Disney World. But there's more to come. This concludes my study of imagination here at Walt Disney World. But the rest of my life, I'm going to be looking for imagination. It's a wonderful place.